Whew. Okay, alright, so I was just making a couple of on-the-fly adjustments there for the beginning of the stream. Wanted to adjust the volume of the music by remotely logging into a home computer where I had Streamable's dashboard on my desktop. I could access the remote OBS and make some adjustments. I tried to do it on my phone, but yeah, it's too fiddly on here. But somehow by remotely logging into my home computer, I found that easier. Okay, all right, checking the chat there. Random Mossy could have raided, that's okay, all good. So we went up a mountain, awesome. Reset seemed to fix the bitrate issue. Yeah, what kind of reset? What did you do? Where was the reset for you? And then we had N41, what's up? We are testing the streamable setup. This time we're doing it correctly. We're streaming from Moblin to Streamable and the remote OBS directly. This looks perfect. Well, yeah, pretty, eh? Look at all the autumn leaves. What's new? What's new? Well, I've made some changes to my layout. You'll be able to see it in the bottom left hand corner. We've got some info there that is courtesy of Moblin. This is a layout that I was playing around with a little while ago, but I tried to switch it up. I was looking at the VOD from yesterday's stream. Wasn't really a big fan, and I think this way, we'll see how it goes for the stream, where we've got the info bottom left hand corner from Moblin, and then the chat, which is from Bodrix, that's going vertically up from the bottom left hand corner. So I think at least for this layout that could work better. It'll be easier to read what people are typing in chat there. Yeah, am I okay? I'm great, thank you. Yeah, just doing some tweaks to the beginning of the stream, because in my testing the volume of the music, my volume, they all seemed okay. But when listening to the stream while I'm live, that music has always been like a little low, a little quiet. So I thought I'd try and do it while I was live. Usually that first part, it's quiet, this for chat and everything. And I can always trim out the beginning part, which I think I will. I'll trim out the first few minutes up until I was trying to compose something for a thumbnail. But I reckon when I was getting low to the ground, with the logo and everything, that would make a good thumbnail. So I'll take a screen cap and I'll use that for Twitch and YouTube. It currently doesn't have thumbnails. I hope they add that in. Yeah. So we're going to find somewhere to sit down. There's some tables around here. Actually, I think there's some over there, but this is nicer. This looks prettier. Tried going live with TikTok using their app. I think it's because they are a mobile app first and desktop app second. Let's sit down over here. And maybe all the coolest stuff you'll find on the mobile app. Even when it comes to just viewing TikTok. TikTok on a phone is better than TikTok on desktop. Pop the iPhone down there, got a water so it can hydrate. And then I've got you guys on Action 4. Pop you down over here on the table. And hopefully with a nice view. Actually, turn off the scooter first. How's it going? I'm going to try something out. I was watching Mad4D stream yesterday and he did something which I liked. I was a big fan of it. So, I'll show you the gear and let's see if this works. Ba, 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 da, ba. Okay, so which way do I need you guys to be? One more that way? Other way. Yeah, yeah. Does. Okay, so we're looking at the gear. How's our timing? So I was working on this. So how's snap? 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. So that's what I'm looking at. It is the Action 4 invisible selfie stick. We've got the original crossbody bag. Okay, crossbody bag. In the front we have 2 tripods. And here we've got the Mudi 7 travel router, and then we've also got the Anker 250 watt battery bank and the cross body bag. Yeah, that's about it. And of course the iPhone 11. Now that vertical view, I'm calling that the Metatron. The Metatron. Because I do that often. I'll try and show you guys the gear, but this way we don't leave the Cam 4 view. Alright, okay, tried going live with TikTok. It's a nightmare low. I must see. Doesn't the leaves on the ground make you want to roll in it? Kind of, yeah. I was like a 5-year-old. Although I don't know, I can see a beer bottle over there. Not sure I want to roll around in it. Could be anything in there. Ah, that's what adults do, right? Adults will say that kind of thing. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so N41, I still don't understand why so many people use Moblin with ballot box when Moblin exists. With ballot box? What do you mean, Moblin with ballot box? Yeah, exactly. It could be something sharp, pointy, who knows, squishy. All sorts, whole bunch of bugs. Kids, of course, they don't care. They're like, yeah! Fortunately, in New Zealand, we don't have anything poisonous or venomous or you name it, any of those kinds of bugs. So we'd be okay in that way. Right, so, Moblin. Right, so in order for Moblin to work, you need to use an SRTLA relay server. So it doesn't just work without it. You need something that facilitates bonding. So whether there's BellBox Cloud or another service that provides SRTLA relays. But yeah, Moblin on its own doesn't do bonding unless you've got a service that it can connect to and then do the bonding part. So yeah, kind of like a. Whereas IRL Pro, they've got a relationship with, what was it, IRL Toolkit, I think, and so it connects to that server and then it provides the bonding for you. So you've got your cellular data of your phone. If that's your phone is connected to the Wi-Fi or something else, then it just does the bonding through that relationship. But yeah, Moblin doesn't have bonding unless you're connected to a service that will do it, you know. So either if you're a self-hosted setup with an SRTLA relay server on there, or you use Box Cloud or IRL hosting, IRL Toolkit or whoever, then you can take advantage of the bonding. Let's say so the service I'm using today is Streamable. They recently added SRTLA relay server to their system. Whereas before, if you were using Moblin trying to connect to Streamable, you had no bonding, you just had the one. Whereas if you had IRL Pro, because it had that support already for bonding, you had bonding that way. But now you can connect to the SRTLA relay server of Streamable and you get the bonding. So, actually, okay, just going to do a screen share. I've forgotten how to set it up. Which side is it? Is it left or right? Or is it even there? Oh, I don't see anything. So vertical 4, maybe this one. Okay, so I've changed up the layout for Streamable and how we've got everything set up. We're going to have the screen share on the other side. Usually I have it on my left hand side or your left hand side. On the right hand side, we've got the info down the bottom left hand corner, and then chat should be going up along the bottom left. Is the chat there? I don't see the chat. I don't see the chat. Do I need to refresh the browser? I think I do. Can you guys see the chat in the bottom left hand corner? It should be just above the Moblin info with the date and location and weather and everything. It should be just above that. So Moblin doesn't work when streamed directly to. Yeah, maybe I should. So you may be thinking about something else when I'm talking about Moblin. 2 lines of chat. Okay, I need my other phone. Well, my little preview is too small. I can't see it. I can't see it, Captain. Two lines of chat, great, thank you. Okay, so let's go to Moblin. Okay, so for Moblin to do bonding, you need to connect to a service that provides bonding. If you're using BellowBox Cloud, for example, you stream to BellowBox Cloud, and then usually it would go from there back to your computer at home. So that's the kind of setup you do with that kind of setup. Now, BellowBox Cloud, they provide a couple of benefits. They give you a URL that you can put in your phone, one that you can put in your OBS at home. Very easy, don't have to worry about port forwarding or anything. So that's one of the benefits. The other one is it also provides bonding because of the protocol called SRT-LA. SRT by itself, there's no bonding. So there's a couple of other things I think that came with SRT-LA, but the big one was bonding. So yeah, when you stream through BellowBox Cloud, that connection, that part of it, allows you to bond to 2 or more services. Now usually people have 2 connections. Like I have my iPhone 11, that's one, and I have my Mudi 7, which is my second one. So when I start streaming to an SRT-LA relay server, like Streamable, BellowBox Cloud, IRL hosting, whoever, then when you connect to the SRT-LA relay server, it sees that there's another connection that it can use. So I've got the cellular of the iPhone, and it sees that the iPhone is connected to the Wi-Fi of the Mudi 7, so it bonds those 2, so you can see that in my little screen share there. I've got cellular plus Wi-Fi. Now without an SRT-LA relay server, or a service that provides bonding, like WIP, and I think there's a couple others that have bonding, but I believe main one, SRT-LA and WIP, which is pretty new on the scene. I'm only learning about it now through the Moblin Discord, but I haven't actually played around with that yet. Now, with Moblin is an app or a part of Moblin which allows you to connect more than 2 connections. So let's say I have a third phone, I have another modem, like a Nighthawk or something else, actually 3 or more phones, each with their own SIM card, then I can load Moblin on those other phones and then combine all the connections from all my other devices. Now if you've got all iPhones, then there is a Moblin section in the settings that you enable. So that's Moblin on an iPhone. But if you've got an Android, there's a standalone app called Moblin, which does the same, just that one part of being able to use that other connection to bond, strengthen your main streaming phones with. But for all of these things to work, you need a service that'll do the bonding. So if I was streaming directly to my computer at home using standard SRT, no bonding. Cool. Alright. Magic, BellowBox use better video than me with an SRT-LA relay server with 2 SIM cards versus BellowBox. What kind of magic does BellowBox use to get better video than me with an SRT-LA server and 2 SIM cards? I think the technology is the same, but they have multiple servers all over. So, I don't know. That's all happening in the background. So that's something. They're doing something there with that. Maybe it's their servers that they're using for the relay. Yes, okay. When can see us? You can see 2 lines. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Watch. Oh yeah, I see the chat. Can someone type something, please? So the screen share looks good. The info in the bottom left hand corner, that looks fine. Okay. Test chat. Thank you. Now I'm just waiting for the message. Oh yeah, there it is. Is that big enough? Can you read that? It'd be much better on a... I can't change it. It's too hard to do that on the remote. You can read it on PC. Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, we'll leave it for now. I'll tweak that over time. But as long as you can read it. On mobile, yeah. Whereas the other one, the one for my self-hosted, is quite large, so you can read that quite clearly. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I wonder if it disappears. The timing on that's okay. Because I think I've got it set to 30 seconds, 45 seconds, something like that. It looks like it's up there long enough for you to be able to read that text. I just didn't want this giant wall of text going right up the side of the screen. Whoopsie. Okay. Yeah. Great. Okay, thank you. All right, reading the chat. Kind of magic, just bell box. Here's, I read that one. When can you see us? Here's 2 lines of chat. Cool. Was streaming to Restream. I use Moblin. Said it was connected to both the phone. I was streaming to Restream. I must say. I used Moblin and it said it was connected to both the phone. What did Moblin say? Did you have the 2 connections like in here? Cellular and Wi-Fi? Was that there? So Restream, both phones. They're trying to set up a 3-phone setup with 2 Androids and an Action 4. Having one Android make Wi-Fi hotspot for the Action 4 and Moblin on iOS, will this work? So your streaming phone, your iPhone, needs to be connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot and everything through that. So whatever device you're using a hotspot, connect to that. That could be the iPhone. If you got a 17 Pro Max or Pro, the iPhone's hotspot is actually pretty good. If you've got a new phone, like my one can't handle it. My S20 Ultra was fairly good, but I did get quite a bit of glitching. But yeah, I'd say so. Sounds like it'd be good. Each phone contributing data on the device study. Yeah. Was hotspot being used? So the way I've got mine set up is my hotspot is the Mudi 7. Before it was the S20 Ultra. So my Action 4 would connect to the Ultra in order to send the video via Wi-Fi to the iPhone. And then I was also bonded to the Wi-Fi of the S20 Ultra. If I had another device, another Android, which I did try out, I would connect that Android to the Wi-Fi of the hotspot. And then you'd see more than a 2 connections, cellular, Wi-Fi, and then whatever the other device is called in Moblin. Yeah, but yeah, it sounds like you got it. N41, I understand that, but not that the Bella Box SRT is better than a 2-SIM SRTLA. Huh? But not that the Bella Box SRT is better than a 2-SIM SRTLA. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying. So So BellaBox is just, let's just say it is a company that provides an SRTLA relay service. Now, you can get an SRTLA relay server through BellaBox Cloud, IRL hosting. I think IRL Toolkit have one. So the technology, you can even install one on your home computer. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. Pretty sure it did. Oh, what were we talking about? I must see. Zoe, hello. Google Pixels also have good hotspot cap. Yeah, there we go. Like my one for the S20 Ultra was actually pretty good. And in fact, when I did speed tests of my S20 Ultra versus the Mudi, a lot of the time, if we were going purely by speed, the S20 Ultra was faster, which is crazy to me. But there are other things that the Mudi 7 can do that the S20 Ultra can't. So there are certain limits to what a mobile phone can do as a mobile hotspot. But if you're only bonding and that's it, you're not trying to do some of the stuff I'm doing, like with a photography camera, then the phone's just fine. And it's a lot more convenient because you just grab your second phone and put it in your pocket. The Ultra 25 Ultra would be the hotspot right now because it has, yeah, well, there you go. Bodrick, yeah, this Bodrick seems to be spamming that message a little too often. Or Hobbiton. Are their username? Oh no, it's just for me. Okay, never mind. So the other Android would connect with Moblin to the S25 Ultra hotspot in my scenario, and each phone uses device data, not hotspot data. They all bond with SRTLA. Can I draw a picture? Okay, let's try. What would be a good color? White, I think. Is that working? Can you see that? Okay, so that circle in the middle, that's your hotspot. Let's say it is Nighthawk or S25 Ultra, you know, whatever. It's a device in the middle. I'm just going to color in our iPhone. So that orange one, that's an iPhone. Can you see that? Okay. So our orange phone, that is our let's say it's our iPhone 17 Pro Max, the orange one. Okay, now it's connected to a hotspot, Android phone, Nighthawk, Mudi 7. It's a hotspot, something in the middle. These other squares, those are your other phones. Now they're connected to the Wi-Fi of your hotspot, and those phones have Moblin on them. Now if they're Androids, then you just download the standalone app of Moblin. Yeah. Yeah, orangey red. It wasn't like a proper red for me, but yeah. That other green squiggly line, I'll try and point to it. Where's my hand? That way, is it? Yeah, so that green squiggly line, that is the iPhone's cellular data. So it's not connected to hotspot. The one below that, that is the iPhone connected to the hotspot. So you've got two connections there, one cellular, one Wi-Fi, connected to the hotspot. And then those other squares, those are your other phones, each with a SIM card in it. If the Android's standalone Moblin app, if one of them's an iPhone, then you just download Moblin, and then you find Moblin in that iPhone. So Moblin has Moblin. Android, you download the standalone Moblin app. And then you can just add more and more devices, I think up to 16. 16 devices connected to that one hotspot. Cool. Got it. Alright, so I couldn't really see chat. My drawing was right over the top of the chat. So let me have a look. Just gonna go back a little bit. So other Android would connect with Moblin to the S25 Ultra in the snow. I think yes, based on what you said there. And each phone uses device data, not hotspot data. Yes. And they're all bond with SRT. Correct, yeah. So, Zoe, oh no, a long time getting back. Awesome, that's great to hear. I must say, so all this time I thought Moblin bond itself without BellBox. Well, that was my understanding of it. I haven't tried it without. No, actually, if I try and do call forwarding, there's no bonding, which is just a standard SRT link, and it only shows me one connection. Yeah, but if you look at the screen share, you'll see that there are two connections. I have the two SIM cards, one in the iPhone, one in the Mudi 7. And where's our thing? Sure. That shows for me as cellular and Wi-Fi. Okay. If you can see that, cellular is currently 1% and Wi-Fi is 99%. So the app is saying, oh, your signal by Wi-Fi is better, let's give more priority to that, and 1 or 2% to cellular. Now you can fix those numbers in so that you prioritize the cellular over the Wi-Fi, but yeah, we're letting the app decide. I don't think I've got it doing anything for that. Okay. I'm opening by itself. Great to see still streaming. Yeah, so if you're connecting something, check your URL for your stream. If it has SRT-LA at the beginning, then that supports bonding. I believe WIP has it as well, so WHIP, that does bonding. And there's a couple others, but I've just used SRT-LA. Loading bond itself, a data build, but great to see streaming and doing photography. Yeah, I enjoy photography. It was frustrating when I tried to IRL photography before because my mobile hotspots, what we're talking about, they couldn't handle the connection. Something about the other devices, they wouldn't work for what I was wanting to do, and the Fuji camera, I mean, specifically. So the Fuji is very particular about how it can connect to Wi-Fi, and I couldn't get it to work on the Ultra or the Nighthawk or the D-Link, a whole bunch of stuff I tried. But the new one, yeah, it's been good. Still streaming doing photography, yes, you can see it. Yep, great, cool, thank you. Downstream, hello. I had an idea of IRL streaming setup. Use a laptop to stream and use webcam clients to connect to phone camera to laptop and stream through the laptop. Is it a good idea? Well, I've done it. It's quite clunky. So basically, it's great that having a laptop means you've got the functionality of what you would have at home, but you're kind of stuck. Like, you're not truly mobile like I am. I can just zip around, go anywhere. I can walk into shops or walk through shops. I can go places with this quite easily. When you've got a laptop, I think if you've got like a car or somebody to put it down and you're semi-stationary, like where I am, if you just pop it all the gear down here, then you could stream with that kind of setup. Multiple cameras would be cool. I think that would work really well for DJs. So, you could put all your streaming gear, laptop in the back of your car, open the back, and then just do your thing. But the kind of IRL that I do, it's not really, there's just quite a bit of stuff to it. I'm trying to make my gear smaller for the type of walking streams I do. But yeah, that can work, and I've done it one time. I had the laptop, I had 2-3 cameras, I could switch between them. So there's cool things you could do with that. It just depends on the kind of IRL that you do. How do I say your name? I'm trying to read your name. Well, hi. Someone in the chat there said hi. The last part of the username is information. So that I caught. General info, so if I read back, it's kind of like artificial. AGI, artificial generation info, maybe? Hello. Like the sunflower. Hobby, looks red, but you can, oh yeah, okay, yeah, thanks. I'm way behind. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. So can the S25 make hotspot also contribute to cell phone data, or is iPhone and non-hotspot Androids with Moblin? Did I answer that? I think I did. So it's such a great setup. Yep, thank you. I must be mind blowing. How much does the weight affect it, or is it all app-based? The weight. I thought, so my thinking, because I use the action camera, maybe if I prioritize the stream to be more cellular than Wi-Fi, then maybe that would help the Wi-Fi of the Action 4 into the iPhone. So that's in my mind. That kind of makes sense. But I think I've tried it and I didn't really notice much difference. So I got it on auto, I think. Actually, we should probably have a look. Hello, check bar, the chat. Can't stay due to calls. Okay, Zoe, no worries. Thank you for popping in. Never stop what you do. So, thank you, Zoe. I suggest an iPad with Moblin in place of a laptop. Yeah, maybe. You could have like a small bag and it'll pop in there. You could even connect your camera to the iPad and have Moblin on it, so that your camera is working through a cable. That's something I haven't tried, but I think the screen has to be on. Can you fit a laptop in your fanny? What's a fanny pack? I don't know what that is. I'm lost there. I know what you're talking about there. What's that about? Did my chat get suddenly huge? No? What is going on? So chat, that is off. Oh, okay, right. So turn that off, turn it on. Okay, right. Change to no chat. Okay, right, cool. It's just the app. So it gives you different options of how you can view chat in the app over here. So I didn't know that it could do this on, I think this is Twitch. So you can choose from chat along the side, which is what I'm used to. You can change it to a chat as an overlay down here. So I thought that was messing with my layout. Or you can turn off the chat so that there's no chat at all. So that second mode as an overlay was throwing me off. I was thinking my layout was broken. Has it always been able to do that? Okay, right. Moblin. But oh yeah, okay. So you corrected. So you meant my iPad with Moblin. Gotcha. Can you fit? Yeah, this whole fanny pack business. What's that all about? Cross body bag, guys. Cross body bag. I might have missed information, but I was wondering if the S25 making the hotspot can also provide data to the SRTLA to bond, or only the non-hotspot Androids and iPhone. Oh, I thought I answered that one. Can also provide data. Yes, yeah. So it's basically what I'm doing right now. Okay, so if you look at my screen share, you'll see that it's cellular and Wi-Fi. Now, I've got SIM card in the iPhone, and I've got a SIM card in the Mudi 7, and it's showing as a bonded connection cellular plus Wi-Fi. But before, I had the SIM card that was in the Mudi 7 in the S23 Ultra, and it instead said cellular and S23. So it's basically the same with what I have. It's just identifying the Mudi as Wi-Fi instead of the S23. And the Ultra doesn't have a SIM card in it. It's connected to the Mudi 7. So it's not showing in here, but if I had a SIM card for this, then it would be a third connection. Because I'd connect this with a SIM card to the Mudi and would have 3 connections. And there are times when I wish this had a SIM card in it, because I'll grab this with my Samsung earbuds and ready to head outside, go for a walk or something, and I go, oh wait, this has no SIM card in it. So either I could bring the Mudi with me or take the iPhone instead. Only bond to non-hotspot Androids and iPhone. Yeah. But I was wondering if the S25 making the hotspot can also provide data to the SRTLA to bond. Yes, or only the non-hotspot Androids and iPhone. Oh, yes. So whatever is your hotspot can also provide data. I think that's what you're asking. So the Mudi 7 has data, and if I have another phone connected to the Mudi 7, there would be more data. Whoops. Yes, that has been a Twitch chat feature for a while now. Ah, yeah, okay, well, cool. Awesome. Maybe I just didn't notice. So I see. So does that phone making... Okay, cool. Awesome. I want to get a third SIM, but have to work something out. But it would end up being a SIM with the same carrier, but it's just cheaper. More connections are better though. Okay, right, cool. Should I lengthen the time that the chat is on screen? Do you think the time that they're on screen is long enough? Because I'm sure it's either 30 or 45 seconds that they're up. Do I need for them to be up longer? Cool, thank you. Alright. Now let's see, so we've got the info down the bottom that you can add as a widget, that info, inside of Moblin. That's one change I've done for this setup. So you could go scene, got A4, we have, see that text widget, this one here. If we go to widget, you'll see that we've got this stuff. We've got, what is this called? There's a name for it. Macro, no. Variables. Okay, you got variables, one which is date, one which is short time, city, temperature, conditions, bitrate, and debug overlay. And you can go through all these sections of what you want displayed in the text that I have placed in the bottom left hand corner. So we've got general, show a checkbox, show rating, muted. So you've got these things, any of those, if that's what you want to show. You've got time, you've got time in different formats, what you want to be displayed. Got location, so a whole bunch there. Location, weather, language, workout, Tesla, all sorts. So I don't have a background color for mine. You can add a background if you want. The font size, design, weight, bold, monospace digits, so they're equally spaced. You can enable that. So alignment, leading, minimum width, corner radius if you want. So delay. So there's all sorts in here. And it's just a widget that you would add. I got mine positioned in the bottom left hand corner, and then if we look at the numeric layout, so I was positioning a little to the left, a little to the right, a little bit up, a little bit down. So that's what you can tweak. That's there. And then the vertical chat, that is Botrix chat. I changed the theme. I think is it minimal or the other one? Yeah. Streamline is when it's horizontal, and then they've got another one, transparent, I think. Is this all Moblin app? So that text widget you see in the corner, that's Moblin. The screen share that you see, that is Moblin as well. And then also, if I was to, let's say, go into here, and then I turn on the Mattertron, we'll turn off the screen share. We'll turn on the Mattertron. Okay. And then we'll give it a little bit. I can show you the gear now. The Mattertron. So that section for, there's our bag with the Mudi 7, still quite cool. We've got our Anker battery bank in here. How's our battery? It is 99% with the iPhone plugged in. Got the S20 Ultra over here, playing the stream for me to preview. So that looks okay. You just add them as widgets. So if I turn the widget off, and then I turn the screen share back on. So let's go into our settings. We'll go to scenes. We'll go to the A4 scene, which is my primary. I use it all the time. Then in here you'll see that we've got our text widget, and we've got one which I've called the mid-meta shot, which is basically the back camera. But I got the idea for mid-mat 4D. I was watching a stream yesterday, and how he was using the cameras of the iPhone with the action forcing. So if we go into here, you'll see the layout. So it's basically full size in the top right hand corner. Go to the widget here, you'll see that the video source is back wide. I've rotated the video 90 degrees, because when you hold it vertically like I am, it's sideways. So you rotate the video so it's vertical, and it's positioned to the far right top and full size. We've got a shape. I've added a border and made it full size, just so you got the little black bar on the side. That's about it. Now you can change that, so let's say it's the front wide instead, and we'll try it. Although usually you would have the Action 4 pointed at something else. But let's go into our widgets, where we have currently our screen share enabled in the same spot. So we're going to just turn that one off and turn on the other one. Are we upside down? Okay. So clearly I would need to rotate it some more, but I think that's kind of funny. That is literally what it's like in Down Down Underland. We're upside down, just like that. So you could go into the settings and then rotate it further. So let's try it. Scenes, A4 for the widget, and then the widget. So we're going to rotate it, maybe, is it 180 or 270? I'm going to try 270 degrees. Oh yeah, there we go. The tricky part is getting the timing. This is the annoying part, if you want to try and get the time right. From what I've seen, it's different for everybody. No one's numbers are kind of transferable depending on what you use as a hotspot, and lots of other factors. Okay, let's go back to widgets. I'm going to change it back. I'm going to change it to back wide and then 90. Now this is something that I would do, you know, showing you what I'm looking at, showing the gear. I think I need to do a switch. So we go back camera. So what can rejig it is by adding a scene. So you toggle back and forth between two different. Oh, I know, 1 minute. So I don't need to add a different scene. So not the back, I need to add the front. Yeah? Oh. Let's turn off our widget and then turn on the screen share. Okay. Going back to the chat. Let's see. So you can combine the iPhone camera and Action 4 video at the same time. You can combine up to 3 cameras. I don't know about external camera, but 3. There is a hard limit, and it'll be depending on your phone too. So the more widgets and things you have active on your screen, the more likely it is for your phone to overheat. So I try and keep it to a minimum. Also, the timing part, it can get it frustrating, because it might be in time at first, but then it could drift over time. So it's not something that I usually even bother with, trying to sync them up, because I know it'll just go out of sync. But that would be great if there's a way you could sync them up. That's kind of what we're missing, eh? Excuse me. Okay, I think I read that one. Yep, read that one. John Bobby, hello. IRL streaming, should I buy DJI Action 6 camera is good or mobile phone is good? Right now I'm using my mobile, but hard when I am started streaming outdoors, getting overheating issue. So overheating is something that you'll encounter the more things you try and do with your phone. That's why usually I have just I have an external camera like the Action 4. I think that is easier on my phone, the external camera. Then I can turn the screen off, which can contribute to overheating. But the Action 4, Action 6, I mean, I like it, but if you want a reliable action camera, the 4 is still kind of the best one at the moment. Cheaper too. Outdoor overheating. You might need a cooling fan for your phone. There's some that will attach magnetically to the back, so those are pretty cool. You might need that, eh? Okay. Well, let's talk about. I read that one. First time chatter Beast. Hello. Mossy suggested me a few days ago. Oh, well, welcome in, Beast. Glad you could pop in. Okay. In funnier if you triple cam their feed. No, I know I won't triple cam. My phone, I'm pushing it with the number of things I'm doing. I've been okay with the number of things I show on screen. When I try and show more than that, that's when the phone gets hot. I've already got like a little yellow fire icon there. Yeah, funny, yep, one good idea. Mobile camera, always good. It is like that here. Okay. Oh, new follow. Well, thank you for the photo. Hi, Philip. Hello. How's it going? I'll return. The syncing. Nice catch here. Fine, Philip. If you turn on rotation lock, it should stop you from going upside down. Rotation lock. You mean for the phone? Do I have it on? I'll try and remember that. I got an old phone, in case you're wondering. I don't have a 17 Pro Max, which has that mode where you can use your phone portrait style, but the video will be in landscape. I love that. I hope they roll that out to their future devices for the back cameras. So if they could do that, that'd be really cool. Okay. Guess they wouldn't hurt too much if the video wasn't on the same image. Video on... Yeah. Say one was for the streamer and the other for the road looking. Yeah, exactly. So that was how I was thinking of using it with the dual cam mode. So usually I always have the Action 4 as my primary camera. I don't use the other ones at all, but there have been times when I will want to show you the gear, not with the Action 4. So that's where I've been using it in that way. Rotation lock. Widgets rotate when the phone detects rotation, even if movement itself is in portrait. Okay, let's stop our screen share for now. Lock rotation. Okay, so orientation lock is on for the phone. Then I'll close this. Let's see what happens. So we're going to go to widget, and then we're going to turn on our mid-mellotron. Now let's see. Oh, hold on. I need to switch that to the front camera. So front camera, the rotation was set to 90 degrees. Does that mean that the rotation should be on 0? No, it'll be this way. Now turn off the widgets, and then I'm going to go into the widget settings, and I'm going to change the video source to front wide. Now I know with working on an Android app, their front and back cameras, they got weird, especially when you're mirroring. So there's so many different things you're doing with the front camera. Usually you have to mirror it, flip it, and then you need to rotate it. I don't know if it's the same thing with iPhones. Okay, let's find out. Moment of truth. Now, am I upside down? Yep. Yep, upside down. We're in super down underland right now. Okay. Turn that off. So go back. So I think I would have two separate widgets. One widget which is for the back, where it's rotated 90 degrees, and then for the front camera, it would be rotated 270. Because I'm not seeing a difference when I turn on or off the rotation lock. Spin your phone. I mean this way. Okay, let's have a look. I think I'm going to have to play around with it. Play around with it after. If you turn on rotation lock, it should stop you from going upside down again. Oh, so I'll explain what I've got now. So this current scene I'm on is Action 4. When I add the front camera as a widget, so normally the rotation would be set to 0. The camera would be sideways. So this iPhone 11, it can't do that sort of rotation thing on the selfie camera. So what I have done is rotate it for the widget 90 degrees. For the front camera, for the back one, it looks like while I'm holding it this way, for the scene, I would have to rotate that one to 70 degrees. Okay, upside down again. Turn off rotation, and so it should fix. So rotation is currently off. Turn on the mid-mellotron, which is currently on the front camera. Front camera, and the widget is currently set to video source of front wide with a rotation of 90 degrees. So to flip it, the easy way would be just to rotate it to 270 degrees. That'd be the easy way. Okay, back, widgets. I'm just going to change it to 90 degrees and the back wide. So we're just going to do it that way. And then I'll have to sort of look at it later. But yeah, this is what I would do. And that is to use my Action 4 as the primary camera. And then sometimes I want to show the gear that I'm looking at. And that's where I could just do this trick, where I have the back camera rotated on the scene with Action 4. Ooh. Okay, and I can show the gear. Hang on. And a toggle. One, two, three. Okay, cool. Let's turn that off for now. And we'll turn on screen share. So it won't hurt too much if the video was on the same image, yeah. Say one was for the streamer, one for the other on the road, yep. Widgets rotate when the iPhone detects rotation, even if Moblin itself is in portrait. Yeah. Yeah, I'll look at that when offline. Have a play around with it. So, DJI Action camera, can I use USB UVC? Can I use a live stream using Android IRL Pro? So, Action camera, UVC mode to an iPad, not to an iPhone. So, Apple don't allow it. And Android, no. So, IRL Pro only uses the internal cameras of your phone. So, there's no external cameras with IRL Pro. And I don't see that coming anytime in the near future. Also, I've got the public release version of IRL Pro, and the USB UVC mode for me is disabled. Maybe if you're on the beta program, it's on. But I remember the last time I used it, the resolution was tiny, and it wasn't very good. So hopefully, maybe they've ironed it out. So, do you recommend keeping the iPhone on slow charge via USB type cable while streaming? Well, let's see. My one is on 18 watts fast charging, so my phone seems to be okay. But if it's starting to slow down, that's when I'll do, turn off the screen, use the external camera. I will have to do all those sort of tricks, turn off screen sharing, turn off other widgets, unplug the cable because the charging can contribute to overheating. You got to do all the things, but turning off the screen can help a lot because the screen is one big part of overheating. But you can only turn off the screen and have your video continue with a RTMP camera or external camera. Beast! I want to have a setup that allows for a decent connection while live streaming. Hold on. Have we not got a screen share? Oh, it's just not visible. Okay. Okay, screen share should pop up. 8% battery on the Action 4. So I've got to do a hot swap. Grab charging cable, plug that into the Action 4, make sure it's in properly, that it is charging. So, yep, we're good. So no battery in the Action 4 right now. I'm going to find one of the spares. For my crossbody bag. So new batteries going in. Close up the battery compartment. Take out our charging cable and we're wireless again. Okay, cool. So you'll see from the screen share it now says 100% for the Action 4. So A4M7 100% in the info. Wait, is that the correct direction? Oh, other direction. So I want to have a setup that allows for a decent connection while streaming IRL adventures. We have only Android products and a DJI Action 3. Our biggest problem is complete disconnections from a short connection loss. I've heard of BattleBox, but I can't seem to find an easily bought product. Should I make one? If so how? Or where can I buy something like it? Or is there something? That's a lot of questions. Or is there something else I need to do for a stronger connection? Action 3. So one thing you could do is, I've got a video where you use an action camera and the DJI Nemo app. Now the way I was able to stream with it and Action 4, so I don't know about Action 3, was to use a service like IRL hosting, someone who provides an RTMP relay. So that was fine. The problem with it is it's quite a heavy codec and protocol to live stream. So if you do get into a rough area or connection's not great, then it'll probably cut out more often. But what you can do with this, you can send your video to the relay and then put that link in your OBS at home. And then you just put like a video clip or something underneath it so that if it does disconnect, at least your stream is still held together. So that was one of my first videos on how to stream with an action camera using the default app, which is available on Android and iPhone, so either system. Currently using the Memo app. Okay, yeah. So I tried a couple of different ways of streaming. So streaming direct to a platform, streaming using a service like Restream, and then the third way was using an RTMP relay, and they had the best results out of the three that I tried. But yeah, check out my YouTube video on it. It's one of the first where I talk about streaming with an action camera, the Action 4. Okay, if you turn off rotation lock, spin your phone, it should fix. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. So I hear you, nice Philip, but I think I have to play around with it offline. It'll take me too long to try and achieve what you're saying. I think I've read these. DJ Style. You can get the BattleBox components online, bro. eBay, Amazon has them. I've heard the prices of it gone up quite a bit, and then with tariffs, if you're in the US, they can make them even more expensive. But I had the Jetson Nano was an encoder that I've used. It was very finicky. Don't recommend that one. Orange Pi Plus was great if you can find a cheap one somewhere. That was great as an encoder where you could connect the action camera to that. So, I mean, that is an option. The cheapest, though, would be the Memo way. Then you don't need extra hardware or anything. But the quality might be better. And connectivity, that could be better too. So let's see. Orange Pi Plus, great. The Rad... I can never get the name of that other company. Rock 5A, Rock 5B, those were pretty solid. I just heard that the prices went up quite a lot. My messages seem a little spammy. I might have to extend them out further a bit. So Bess, what does an IRL Pro backpack do that I can't build? So I think I mean IRL backpack. Currently using the Memo app, yeah. So the Memo app, the way that I talk about it in my video, was probably the easiest, cheapest way of trying to stream with an action camera. I mean, I'm not sure the way you're doing it currently, but have a look at my video, the one where I use the RTMP relay. So that gives you disconnect protection, and you don't need anything extra. But from there, let's see. I don't think there's anything on Android at the moment where you can use the action camera into an Android. So from there, it would be like a Bella box where you can connect your action camera to that by USB webcam mode. The quality would look pretty good. You can bond with it, so strengthen your speed to yeah. The problem is it'd be cheaper than buying like a high-end IRL backpack. Excuse me. Never can't do anything about that unless you spend lots of money on better gear like IRL backpack or Starlink. So an encoder like a Orange 5 Pi Plus, the Rock 5A, Rock 5B, there are a couple hundred, I'm thinking in New Zealand dollars, so let's say, yeah, $200, $300 to $500. The BellaBox website actually has their recommended encoders. Currently the best one, most supported, is the Orange Pi 5 Plus, and then there's the others like the Rock 5A, Rock 5B. But with those, let's see, action camera directly to the encoder, and then you can connect multiple devices to it. The stream out of the encoder would be better for IRL. It would be much like streaming with a phone, IRL Pro, but you're using an action camera. But you know, you need batteries to keep everything powered, the encoder, currently using Memo app. Okay, you look into videos about RTMP. Yeah, have a look at that video. It's just one pretty short video too. It needs like 5-8 minutes. Just trying to avoid paying for a service. Oh, okay. Well, you know, you could try it out for a month and then cancel. And I think it was like $5-10. So you compare that with getting into an encoder, even an affordable encoder like a Orange 5 Pi Plus with a battery, with maybe Wi-Fi adapters, cables for the camera to the encoder, cables for batteries. So even with a pretty affordable IRL backpack, it's going to be a couple hundred. Or you could just try out the RTMP relay, which would be like $10 for 1 month. Give it a go. If you don't like it, similar problems, cancel. I think, yeah, that would be probably best bet. Do that first, see if it's better. If not, cancel. Then you could look into other options. You can buy all the components for BellaBox online. As mentioned, IRL backpack is like $3K. It has everything you need. Downside is that you will need to spend lots of data plans. Well, yeah. Like I have two SIM cards, 2 plans. It's like every time we drive into a slight gully or something, it completely drops the Twitch connection. We're going straight from Memo app to... Oh, okay, well, there you go. So whereas the method that I talked about, where you stream, I'll explain it. You go action camera to Mimo app to the relay server. So it's a middleman service, I call it, and then that goes into your OBS at home. Now, if your connection, your OBS at home streams to Twitch, right? So that one at home would be a lot more reliable than your mobile connection. So if your mobile connection drops, then your one at home would still be going. And you could have a graphic, a video clip underneath the video for your IRL stream. That way people will know, oh, okay, they'll be back shortly. I can demonstrate it. So I'm going to turn this phone into flight mode, and then you'll see a graphic that's underneath the media source on the remote OBS that I'm using. So flight mode. I'll turn on flight mode. You'll see be right back in a bit message, and then I'll turn it off, and then we should come back. So pretend when I press that, we're going through a gully where there's no internet. Okay, we're back. Check my little preview. Although I don't have any audio on my preview. Wait a minute. So that's working. Preview. Turn the volume up. Oh, my headset. It's reconnected. So, you know, everything turns off, my Bluetooth. A whole lot. Okay, so headset. The headset working? Connected to the phone? Ah, yeah. Now I can hear my preview. Cool, I'm finally made it, yeah. Let's do another little picture thing. Okay, so what color would Android be? Android is green, right? Okay, so we're gonna go draw a picture of an Android phone. Oh, actually, I also need to do action camera. Action camera, I think DJI, they're kind of orange, aren't they? Yeah, DJI like orange. Okay, so we've got action camera connected to Android. That is the Mimo app, and then the Android is streaming to the cloud. So this is the relay. And then purple, I guess. Oh no, that purple would be Twitch. And then OBS tend to be a black color. Let's go with the grey instead. Did you have to go? That's alright. All good. That makes sense? Okay, so you go from the action camera to your Android phone with the Memo app. You stream from the Memo app to the cloud, which is the blue color. That would be your relay. So the relay sends your video from the Android and action camera back to your computer at home, where your computer at home is streaming to Twitch. So if you did cut out for internet, let's say the internet stopped working here, between your Android and the cloud, your OBS is still working. So your OBS is fine. So it's still working, and your stream to Twitch is still working. Your stream hasn't stopped because your mobile connection disconnected. When you're is there a delete button? So when you are connected again, so let's say you're good over here, your video will just continue from the action camera, from your Android in the cloud back to your OBS. So it'll be fine, it'll be all held together. It's only if you're one at home, if that one cuts out, then your stream would end. But usually the one at home is better, it's stronger. Okay. Yeah, thanks. China boy paying for service, yeah. Well, the components for ballot box online, mentioned the IRL backpack, yeah, they can be expensive. They can cost thousands of dollars. Whereas a ballot box backpack, they're a lot more affordable, but there's still a couple hundred you'd need to invest: batteries, encoder, cables, modems maybe. You could use your phones as extra modems, but a ballot box encoder is still a lot cheaper. It's like a couple hundred compared to thousands with a proper IRL backpack. So thank you, DJ Style. Cool, I'm following the method. Nice. Takes a while to set up, yeah. That's worth it. RTMP thing, I need to research more. Sweet. Gotta go, but hey, you are very welcome, Beast. Thanks for popping in and for the chat. Yeah, check out the YouTube channel if you'd like to learn more about this IRL stuff. I think we should zip around on the Eastgate a little bit. It's getting darker. It can take very long. Don't think we need this. No, I'm just wondering, what really made of the setup? Any other changes? So we've got the text in the bottom left hand corner. We've moved where the screen share is to the right hand side. We've got the mid-Metotron. Hydrate. Gonna unplug the iPhone very briefly. Got the crossbody back. Back to this one. How's the battery? Battery looks like it's okay. Ooh. Yeah, back to the old one. Yeah, back to the old one. The other one was fine. It was just a little small to fit everything into it. Whereas this one is perfect size, lots of pockets, but I can't fit everything in there. The same. More space, yeah. So you know, everything fits in here. Action camera will go in here. The lightsaber will go in here. Basically, yeah, everything will fit in this bag. It's just the zip direction. It's only critique about it. But I. So we can grab lightsaber, pop that in the back. Sweet as. And actually, I'll leave it. Then that's one problem about, I don't know if it's the iPhone or if it's Anker battery, but when I use USB-A to Lightning, it doesn't automatically detect the power. So I have to unplug the cable from the Anker battery bank and then plug it back in again. But C to Lightning, no problem. Starts charging. I'm thinking there won't be a problem when I eventually upgrade the iPhone. One hour 52. Okay, don't need a drawer. Whoop. Okay, make sure I got everything. Everything's fine. Got people playing soccer. What time is it? 5 o'clock. I put my hoodie on because I got a feeling my head's gonna go flying. We'll do a loop around Victoria Park here. Okay. Got a skate park. Basketball court. Wow, that's a big dog. I can't do tricks on these scooters, things too heavy. Big rental. Whee! Whoa, oh jeez, okay. That'll do. I want to go flying. I can very easily see that happening. Where's my other earbud? Okay, got it. I'll go under this, what do you call this? This thing here, bridge. go 23 kilometers an hour. Really decent speeds, very respectable. Back to where we were. Oh, we haven't done a loop. Okay, we'll go this way then. Oh, a bit bumpy. Each scooter doesn't have any, what do you call it, suspension. Yeah, got the scooter today. But we could cover a bit more ground, although I spent way too much time yapping. More time than I had intended. Whoa. I can get a bit carried away. Yeah, no, eh? Potholes, yeah. Even the very small ones, which would be nothing for you when you're walking, like they'll send you flying. So see how there's this little drop in the footpath onto the road? So that little ledge, I've gone over one of those, flying. Ah, that looks nice, like having a picnic. Ooh. Pretty, eh? All the orange leaves, autumn here in Auckland, down underland. Bumpy. Keep an eye on the numbers too in my screen share, be able to see the ingest speed. They should hover around 6, so that would be ideal. So I heard a message there, I'll just pull over. MH Reels, hello. Very smooth shots on the scooter. Watch out for bottles. Sawyer Live, hello. Did you know how to fix stuttering issues using a DJ Action 4 on RTMP on Moblin? Well, let's see. One thing you can do is you can increase the latency for your RTMP server. So the default is 2000 or 2 seconds. If you adjust that one, the default is 2000. I've had it at 3000, and the thought is, and it even says, let's see, RTMP server. So I've got my Action 4, so it's currently enabled. I currently have it at 1000, that's quite low, but I'm hoping in Mudi 7, as my mobile hotspot, is going to assist in some way. I usually have that 2000, if you're getting a lot of glitching, increasing to 3000 can help. It says here, the higher the latency, the lower risk of stuttering. So if you're getting a lot of stuttering, that's where you could bump up the latency from, let's say, 1000, 2000, 3000. When you increase that number though, the lag between what you're doing and what you see on your phone screen down here, there's going to be more lag between what you're doing and what's here. But I mean, I don't even really look at that except for composition. Oh, okay. All the way up there. Maybe I need to move it. Perhaps further on the left hand side. Excuse me. Yours works well even in low latency. Mine is even using high latency links. Could be my internet connection. Well, because your action camera works through Wi-Fi, it is probably your mobile hotspot. So I've experimented with different mobile hotspots like the S20 Ultra. S20 Ultra is actually pretty good. So I guess it depends on that. And if you're bonding, maybe try adjusting the weight. So at the moment I've got my weight being handled by the app. We're on 1% cellular, 99% Wi-Fi. So I think maybe, it's a lot of experimentation, maybe changing the weight to the streams, streamable, SRTLA. So I've got a latency of 2 seconds, adaptive bit rate's turned off, connection priorities, so it's currently off, but you know, I could enable connection priorities to give more weight to perhaps the Wi-Fi. Or actually no, yeah, so you give more weight to the cellular so that the Wi-Fi is doing less work. Maybe. That's something you could try. Try adjusting the weight if you're bonding. Maybe a different hotspot. I'm currently using a device called the Mudi 7. It's a travel router. And I think that's probably why my connection has improved over the other things I've used before. But yeah, try it out. Try adjusting that. Look at your ingest settings. So, for example, settings or DJI devices. So I'm on 1080p 6 megabits, so perhaps your bitrate might be too high. Try lowering the bitrate, maybe that could help. Yeah. Alright, cool. If you're wondering what that is, it's called a snapshot, which you can do inside of Moblin. You can take photos, you can have them display on your stream, and then that snapshot, clean of any overlays, that can be shared to your Discord. So yeah, Moblin is pretty cool app, folks. Mitmat's live. Cool. Good one. Good to see Mitmat streaming. Yeah. Okay, got down sideways. Oh, nope. Whew. Okay, go this way. How's our frame rate and everything looking? I did some tweaks on the remote server. Yeah, I was checking out all the scenes and things I had in my one. I put quite a bit of stuff on there, so I was using up all the resources. So I had to turn some of them off. Trying to be a little too fancy with it. But yeah, I'm liking how the stream's looking. It's pretty good. Need to overlay the chat position of the screen share. That's all working for this one. It is very different from my self-hosted one. But I like it. Oh, that's cool. I can do things. What are they? They're server purpose? I don't know. Is it a lamp? No, not a lamp. Yeah, I don't know. Arch, maybe. Wow, there's more buildings going up everywhere. Yeah, this place is coming along. Oh, smell of fish and chips. It's everywhere now. I wonder how much larger I can make that. Let's go. Scenes. So, okay, share. Maybe 75%. Okay. Oh, the markets too. At the bridge to nowhere. Okay, that looks huge. Maybe it's too big. Yeah, too big. So we're going to change the size to streamable, maybe 65%. Uh, 60, I think. I want it sort of even size. Waiting for the preview. Let's push it out by 10 to 19. So I'm going to go 10, and then perhaps this will be, perhaps I'll go 50 now. I think that looked pretty good on my preview down here. Just wait for it to show up in there. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that market feed smells good. I was going to play some Pokemon Go, but no, wait. Not today. Okay, so let's see, is that everything that I wanted to test today? So we have the Action 4 going through the Mudi 7 into the iPhone, where we have the Moblin app. Moblin is bonded cellular of the iPhone. Oh, big one.
You like that?
Okay, bonded to the cellular of the iPhone with the 5G of the Mudi 7. Our audio, that was the Rode Mic 2, sorry, DJI Mic 2 with the Rode Lav Go. We'll be using that while things are a bit frosty. So audio, Rode Lav, DJI Mic 2, connected directly to the Action 4 for our video, then the Action 4 through the Mudi 7, Wi-Fi to the iPhone where we have Moblin. Moblin is streaming directly to Streamable with SRTLA, we're bonded natively directly to cellular and Wi-Fi. That it. S23 Ultra, it doesn't have a SIM card in it. It is connected to the Mudi by Wi-Fi only. Yeah, I think that's it. So we've got the screen share, we've got the text overlay bottom left hand corner. Both of those are because of Moblin. Our chat that you can see along the bottom left hand corner, that is on the remote OBS. Hope you're doing good. That's Safi Photography. Oh hell, do you use OBS remote control? I need a server URL. Yeah, I'm a bit rusty. I don't remember how I set it up, so I'm going to have to go over it and then make a video. But I recall that there's a what do you call it, a doc in OBS that you set up with a URL. Now the specifics of it, yeah, I don't remember. You want to run Streamable to run OBS from while you're IRL. Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Streamable, you use chat commands to control your OBS. So the chat commands I have, these ones here, Streamable, if I had that open and I was streaming to my home computer, it would respond to those chat commands. For the service I'm using today, Streamable, they will respond to some of these chat commands. Like start, live, IRL Pro. ending and stop. I should remove the stop command. It was too easy to accidentally press that. Whew. So StreamerBot, I've got a video on StreamerBot. The remote OBS, the OBS remote control feature, if you met in Moblin, that's something I haven't covered in a video yet. But yeah, StreamerBot you can use to control OBS remotely. That I do have a video on, although I'm thinking of redoing my existing one because StreamerBot has changed since I made that video. They released version 1.0.1 since then. Looks a lot better. But the core functionality, it's all there. It hasn't changed. It's just the layout. Where buttons are, they're a bit different. IRL. Alright, I have a new video that's going to be live, public to everyone. Should be tomorrow, early morning. So I think by the time you watch this live, you'll be able to see that video. It's on reducing wind noise, and I have some tips about audio in that one. It's more of a low-key video, less serious than some others. It's a bit jokey, but yeah, there's some good tips in there. So stay tuned for that one. Not sure about the thumbnail. It might be a bit too silly, right? I made a couple of thumbnails and it was my favorite, so I thought I'd go with that one. And there's a couple of other videos I need to make as well. On the horizon, there's the Kick Go Live app. Kick Go Live, the apps and services that I've been testing. I'm still thinking about the structure of how I present those videos. Streamable, you know, there's quite a lot of stuff to cover. Although the Streamable folks, they seem to be churning out quite a lot of videos, so shout out to them. They're going, oh, okay, they covered a lot. Maybe I'll focus on the things that I'm doing differently. Not sure. How do you check out my video? I cover how you run chat commands with StreamerBot. In fact, I think the one on Firebot, have you seen that video? If you're just wanting to control your stream with chat commands, the video on Firebot is it's pretty new. OBS remote control. I think it depends. I have OBS remote control set up for Moblin. I've got that running. I could control my stream with that, but I don't. I don't use it. But you know, that's one possibility. If basically all you're wanting to do is start and stop your stream and change scenes, then OBS remote control is good for that. Yeah, any of those, they all work. Right. So I personally, for my self-hosted setup, I use chat commands like what I'm using now. Chat commands are reliable. They will always work. And then you can use an app like Streamable to do that, Firebot. No worries. You are welcome. But yeah, the thing is, there's lots of different ways of doing it, and none of them are wrong. It just depends on which one is best for you. Streamable is a very difficult app to wrap your head around, so it may not be the one for you. There's just so much it can do. It can be pretty overwhelming. An easier version of that is Firebot. Firebot's a lot easier, and it does the same thing. And OBS remote control, you can start and stop streaming in that and select the scene you want to show. But so if that's all you want to do, then it is good for that. But if you've seen my streams do more than just change scenes. I have animations and things happening. It's a sequence of events or actions, sub-actions that are doing that. So you could do that with something more powerful like Firebot or Streamable. Can other people use those chat commands to stop the stream? They could if you haven't set it up properly, but I show you how to do that. Okay. You're already familiar with Streamable. Well, cool. Check out my video, then all you'd really need is the part where I cover chat commands. It's easy. Yeah, skip to that bit and then you'll be good. Oh, okay. You have an iPhone. What are you using to stream? Do you have an iPhone as your stream yet? Or do you have Android? So in Moblin, I use Moblin as both my streaming phone and my chat phone. So in Moblin, I can open predefined messages, one of my favorite features, and then I can just use any one of these. I can use any one of these chat commands. So let's see, uptime. Yeah, my bot has told me that I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. So your Oppo, is that your chat phone? Do you have Stream Buddy on that one? If you're using Moblin as your chat phone as well, then you can use predefined messages. You can set these up, and then if you just press the send button, it'll send that message into chat. Now, a lot of these aren't going to work because streamable is currently off. But yeah, so this one for live, I can press send. That'll tell the streamable chatbot to change scenes to the live scene. Got an IRL Pro scene. I've got privacy. Some of these don't work because I haven't set up scenes for them. Yeah, one that does work is the uptime. So, I just press send, this one here, uptime, send, and then it gets the uptime. It sent the message into chat for me. Or, you could type it. You could type a message in here. No, it's connected to Twitch. I could send a message to Twitch, or I could send the message to Kick. So then, hello. Press in. That sent a message to Kick. So you just do all your chat stuff in here, and it just sends it directly. If streamable was open, it would see the message in chat, and then it would respond to the chat command. Zena Schumann, thank you for the follow. Nope, OBS is not on. So my home OBS is turned off right now. So is streamable. I'm using a remote OBS in the cloud. So basically the same thing, but it's where my computer doesn't need to be on to currently stream. The concept is basically the same. But in OBS, you connect OBS to Twitch, Kick, whatever. And if you type a message in Twitch chat using the Twitch app, using this app or whatever, streamable is going to pick up on the message. Yeah, when you connect streamable to Twitch or Kick or YouTube, any messages that you type on those platforms, regardless of whatever app you're using, streamable will pick up on the chat messages, like chat commands, and then do whatever. So anything that's connected to Twitch or Kick or YouTube, your chatbot is going to pick them up. Maybe confusing right now, but you'll get there. It'll come together. It's one of those things, the more you do it, the more you'll understand. So one moment folks, just need to do a thing. Maybe I can't. Okay, swipe out, swipe out.
Where are we going? Oh, there. Oh.
Okay, so I think that's me for today. I want to thank you all for joining me. Yeah, we're going to head on out. Getting a bit late here. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night, weekend, and I will see you next time, which should be Friday from 2 PM New Zealand Standard Time.
I never